Good morning, students. Let's continue the chapter that is chemical reactions and equations. In the last video, I have given you few questions to do as your assignment. So here I'm discussing the questions with you, which you have also to write in your fair notebooks, and along with that you have to write your notes. So the first question is, why should a magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning in air? The answer is magnesium ribbon is very reactive, so there is a chances that a basic magnesium carbonate layer is formed on its surface. So magnesium ribbon is cleaned to remove the protective layer of basic magnesium carbonate from its surface so that it may be easily combined with oxygen and it can be burned easily. The next question is, write the balance equation for the following chemical reactions. First is hydrogen plus chlorine gives hydrogen chloride. So the reaction will be very simple. That is, I will write it here. That is hydrogen plus chlorine. Chlorine symbol is Cl. It gives hydrogen chloride, that is HCl. Now we have to balance the equation as well. Why I've written here is H2 because we know that hydrogen is a diatomic gas and chlorine is also a diatomic gas. But this equation is not balanced yet because here hydrogen is of 2 atoms, chlorine 2 atoms, but here it is only one hydrogen atom and one chlorine atom. By simply putting a 2, we can balance this equation. So now you can see the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. That means 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 2 chlorine and 2 chlorine. So this is the first answer. Second answer is barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate to give barium sulfate and aluminium chloride. So here it will be barium chloride. It's BaCl2. If you have any problem in writing the formulas, please go through your class 9th book. There in the chapter 3rd, you have got few examples and many questions in which you have learned to form these formulas. That will be a great help for you. So you have to learn again if you have forgotten. So BaCl2 is barium chloride. It reacts with aluminium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate is Al2SO4 whole thrice. Now I'm not getting into it why it is Al2SO4 whole thrice, because it's a formula and how it has been formed that you have learned in class 9 already. So it gives barium sulfate. It's BaSO4 plus aluminium chloride, that is AlCl3. So it is barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate, gives barium sulfate plus AlCl3, that is aluminium chloride. So this is also not yet balanced. How to balance this chemical equation? Simply we will do is barium here is 1 atom and here is also 1. So that is okay. But chlorine here is 2 and chlorine here is 3. That means chlorine is somehow not equal. So we have to do 3 chlorine here as well. Now here aluminium is 2 and here aluminium is 1. This is again a problem, and here SO4 is 3 times, 3 atoms, and here is only 1. So simply we want SO4 thrice, so we will do it 3 BaSO4. So sulfate is 3 here and 3 here as well. But now barium is also 3, so we'll write a 3 over here as well. So 3Ba, 3Ba. Okay. Now 3 into 2, it's chlorine, means 6 chlorine, and here is only 3 chlorine. So we have to do 6 chlorine. So 2AlCl3. It is now 3BaCl2. Now Ba is 3, Ba is 3. Okay. Chlorine 2 and 3, 6. 3 and 2, 6. Okay. Al2, 2Al. Same. That means 2 aluminium atoms and then SO4 whole thrice and SO4 thrice. That means this equation is balanced. If you haven't understood it, I will explain you like this. Here is this is reactant, and this is product. Okay, and here I will write elements. Okay, so the first element is barium, second is chlorine, and the next is aluminium, and the other one is SO4 sulfate. Okay, so barium is, how was barium? So the question here, it is barium chloride. I'll write the equation here also. BaCl2, how it was? Al2SO4 whole thrice gives BaSO4 plus AlCl3. Okay, so equation was BaCl2, Al2SO4, BaSO4, AlCl3. So now Ba is 1, okay, and here is also Ba1, no problem. Cl, chlorine is 2, and here chlorine is 3. So here this problem we have to balance it. Al is 2, and here Al is 1. Okay, again there is a problem. SO4 is 3, and here SO4 is 1. So what we have to do, we have to make SO4 3. So for this we will write here 3. Okay, then again aluminium is 2 here and 1 here. So what we'll do, we'll write here into 2 product side. So यहाँ पे हम 2 लिख देंगे, 2 here. Okay, now chlorine is 2 here and 3 here. So we have to do, we have to balance it. So what we'll do, we'll do here, okay, now 3, and we cannot add 1. So what we'll do, we will add, here is 3 Ba. Already we have done 3 SO4. So we have to add 3 also here. Okay, already we have done 3, so it's 3. Now again we have to do 3 here. Because we have written 3 in front of SO4. Now we can't write 3 here because it will change the formula. So we can write 3 here. Okay, so now chlorine is also like 3, and here it will be 2. So यहाँ पे हम 3 लिखेंगे. Okay, and here it will be 2 already. So that means it's balanced. 3Ba, 3Ba. ये कितना हो गया? 6. Okay, and it also 6. Chlorine is 6 and 6, both sides 2 and 2, 3 and 3. So it is 3BaCl2 plus 3BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 whole thrice gives 3BaSO4 plus 2AlCl3. So this is the balanced equation. Now the third one is, okay, the third one is sodium plus water gives sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. This is a simple one. Sodium is Na plus water gives sodium hydroxide, NaOH plus hydrogen. Now this is also not yet balanced. We need to balance this equation. For this, again we can check. Here it is 1 sodium. Okay, 1 sodium. The next question is sodium reacts with water to give NaOH plus H2. Here sodium is single atom, 1 atom, and hydrogen is 2 atom. Although it's water, but it is a molecule, but we are talking about only atom. So water is made up of 2 different elements, that is hydrogen and oxygen. So here there are 2 atoms of hydrogen. So in this side, in the left hand side, there are 2 hydrogen, but in the right hand sides they are 2 hydrogen plus 1 hydrogen. That means this is 1 hydrogen and this is 2. That means 3 hydrogen all over. Oxygen is 1. Okay, so now we have to balance the equation. How we will do it? First of all, if I will write 2 here, it will be 2 hydrogen, and 2 plus 2, it will be 4 hydrogen. So if I write 2 over here, it will be 2 into 2, 4 hydrogen, and then again it will be 4 hydrogen. So that will be better. But now when I write 2 with the NaOH, so here also I have to write 2 so that sodium can also be 2. So 2 sodium, 4 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen and 2, 4 hydrogen, oxygen 2, and here is oxygen also 2. So this one is also now balanced. So moving to the next question, that is, write a balanced chemical equation with state symbol for the following reactions. Solutions of barium chloride and sodium sulfate in water reacts to give insoluble barium sulfate and the solution of sodium chloride. That means we have to write this word equation in an equation form. Along with that, we have to balance the equation as well. So barium chloride, okay, so barium chloride is BaCl2, okay. Now it is solution. So when we say solution, that means we can write AQ here. No need to confuse if you see a reaction having S or L or AQ in the bracket, or G. G denotes for gas, S denotes for solid, and L denotes for liquid. And when we say AQ, that means aqueous solution. If you remember, we have learned in class 9 that when water is added to any solution, when solvent is water, so the solution becomes an aqueous solution. So BaCl2, that's barium chloride, reacts with sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate is Na2SO4. 2 is here because sodium, this sulfate has valency of 2, so it is Na2SO4. It gives barium sulfate, BaSO4, plus it will give sodium chloride, that is NaCl. Okay, so now BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 gives BaSO4 and sodium chloride. That means barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, gives barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. We have to balance this equation. So Ba is 1 and 1 here, okay. Chlorine is 2 here and 1 here. So we have to make 2 chlorine. Now sodium is 2 and here is also 2. That is very good. SO4 is 1 and here is also 1. That means the equation has been balanced. It's BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus 2 NaCl. Okay. Now moving to the next question. Last question of this exercise. Sodium hydroxide solution, that is sodium hydroxide NaOH, when reacts with hydrochloric acid, that means HCl, gives sodium chloride solution NaCl plus water. So we have to balance this equation as well. So here it is, Na 1 okay, oxygen 1, well, good, hydrogen 1 and 1 here 2, and here is also 2, chlorine 1, and this is a balanced chemical equation. We don't have to balance it further. Now moving to the few questions which I gave you on that day to practice of balancing the chemical equation. So here it is. The first question was hydrogen reacts with nitrogen, gives ammonia. So here hydrogen is 2 and here it is 3. So we have to balance this equation as well. So what we'll do now, hydrogen is okay reactants, and I'm writing the shortcut of this, and this is element. Okay, I hope you understand this. So hydrogen and nitrogen, only 2 elements are here. So hydrogen is 2 and here it's 3. Nitrogen is 2 and here it is 1. So by adding 3 here and 2 here, it will be 6 both the sides. So here we can write 3 hydrogen, okay, reacts with this. We get this. So nitrogen already we have done 2 here. So it is balance 6, 6, 2 and 2. So the reaction is final. 3 hydrogen plus nitrogen gives 2 NH3. So the answer for that question is 3H2 plus N2 gives 2 NH3. Now, next, Na plus H2, that is sodium reacts with water, makes NaOH, sodium hydroxide plus water. Again, we have to balance this equation. How we'll do that? Sodium, this is 1 sodium and here is also 1. Good. Hydrogen is 2 and here is also 2. Okay, no problem. Oxygen is 1, here also 1 and here is 1 hydrogen. So now hydrogen overall becomes 3 here, but here is only 2 hydrogen. So again we need to balance this. How we will do this? So we'll write here 2 hydrogen, 2H2O. Okay, so it will become 2H2O. That means 4 hydrogen and here is 2. But again it's 3, so it is not balanced yet. We'll write 2 here. So now it's 2 hydrogen plus 2 hydrogen. I think we have done this question also. Yeah, we have done. So it will be 2 sodium hydroxide. Oh, okay, 2 atoms of Na and 2 atoms of oxygen, 2 atoms of oxygen. But we have to write 2 here. So now it's balanced. H2Cl2 HCl. So hydrogen 2 Cl2, and if I write simply 2 here, this one is also balanced. I hope you're getting these questions. Now the next one is Fe plus water, iron plus water gives Fe3O4, interesting, and then hydrogen is released. So we have to balance the equation. Again we'll write elements and reactants and products. Okay, so Fe, one element, hydrogen, the other element, oxygen. Okay, now only these 3 elements are there. So in the reactant sites there is 1 Fe, but here in the product sites there are 3 Fe. In the reactant sites there is only 2 hydrogen, but here it is only 2 hydrogen, well enough. In the reactant sites there is only 1 oxygen, but 4 oxygen here. So now we need to make somehow the number of oxygen 4 so that it may be balanced in both the sides. So for that, what we'll do, if we'll add 4 in the reactant side with this reaction, the above mentioned reaction, not this. Okay, so now 4 this oxygen, so it will write 4H2O. 4H2, now again hydrogen became 8. So for that, what we'll do, we will also add 4H2 here. Okay, because 4 into 2 equals 8. So now 4, but it is 3 Fe, so we'll add 3 Fe here as well. So 3 and 3, and O here is 4. Okay, and O here is 4. Fine. Hydrogen is, I will multiply by 2 and again by 4. So again 8 and 8. So it's 3 Fe, 8, 8, 3, 3, 4, 4. So it's 3 Fe plus 4 H2O. Okay, 3 Fe, 3 Fe plus 4 H2O gives Fe3O4 plus 4 H2. Alright. The last one is Zn plus H2SO4. Zinc react with H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, gives ZnSO4 zinc sulfate plus H2 hydrogen gas. So Zn1 hydrogen 2 2 SO4 1 1. So this one is also balanced chemical equation.